am not a veteran TF2 player. I'm not an old, die-hard, years of service TF2 player. I started playing when the pandemic was popping off back in 2021 or late 2020s. I was on a family trip and Meet the Spy showed up in my YouTube recommendations and I watched it, and ever since then I've been in love with everything around the game. When we got back, I booted into a match of Two Fort and I picked Engineer because obviously I'm Texan, so it just fit. That was the one I gravitated towards, and I've just been in love with the game ever since. I was looking back on it is incredibly lucky that I booted into a match without bots back then. Um, and I'm so glad that I did and that I stuck with this game because it has been a wild ride for me personally. I have so many fond memories playing this game. I probably watch TF2 YouTube more than I play the game or watch any other YouTube at this point. And that's crazy. I went on YouTube looking up tips to play Engineer after getting absolutely dominated in my first match of Sunshine. And it was. And Uncle Dane obviously showed up first with. I don't even know. It's probably like a weapon review of something like the Frontier Justice or whatever. I can't remember, but I watched it and I've just been a huge Uncle Dane fan, a huge TF2 YouTube fan in general. I just like I watched Uncle Dane and then I went to El Maxo and then I saw Wheezy TF2 show up and I just kept getting into more and more obscure channels and all of the content is good. It's so entertaining and everyone that makes most people that make TF2 content are just like super entertaining people. Um, so obviously, I knew about say TF2 Mark III as soon as it started with the Wheezy video. I watched it day one when it came out, and I was like, "We really gonna do this again?" But he made some good points. You know, we have nothing to lose by making this third attempt at something, and I just I love TF2 and I love supporting Valve. I've probably spent so much money on TF2 at this point, like it's actually kind of crazy. I've spent more money on TF2 than I have on any other game. Um, I probably have like 500 hours put into it, which isn't a lot compared to some people, but I just like I loved every second of it. I play Uncle most of the time because I think it's just better than casual. But I would love to be able to load into a regular casual match because Uncletopia is pretty sweaty and like it starts to get a little samey and it starts to take away from what makes TF2 such a special game. That goofiness. And I know you can still get that on Uncletopia, but like it's just not the same as a TF2 casual server. And right now, it's crazy that Uncletopia feels more casual than casual TF2 because in casual TF2, it's like a fight to even play the game at this point. And it is just I don't even know. If anything, if I've learned anything from Lethal Company or Helldivers, it's that if you take a team of dedicated, creative goofballs and you throw them at any problem, then it can be solved. And Valve is a company that is just composed entirely of creative, dedicated goofballs making some of the greatest games of all time. Portal was the first game I ever beat with my dad. Um, Portal 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. I have so many fond memories playing that game with my friends. I Again, obviously TF2 has been a big part. Like every time TF2 has been my comfort game. Every time I go to whatever game, when Lethal Company came out, I started playing that. When Helldivers came out, I'm still playing that. Um, like whenever my friends make a Minecraft server, I'll play that. But every time, those things all die. But I just go back to TF2, and every time I get back on Uncletopia, there's same friends, same people I know, and they're just great. And I don't know. The game, the game is resilient, but it is dying. And I hate to admit that, but we need Valve to step in and do something. And I know that if anyone can do it, it's Valve, because they clearly know how to handle TF2, because the Jungle Inferno update was amazing. The TF2 is one of the most balanced games that I've played. Like, and I know that might not seem that much because I just stopped playing Clash Royale and Overwatch. So going to TF2 and seeing that every single weapon is pretty fun to play, it's just like it's really a miracle that TF2 as a concept and as a game works so well. And I am so grateful for it because it's truly something special. And I guess this is a really drawn out way of saying this, but please remove random crits.